we all agree to treat each other as equal.
Alright then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Fire Emblem Three Houses. So, I was originally going to play this 2 days ago, but I kind of had some problems with my Switch. It wasn't charging properly for some reason. I think I fixed the problem, but anyway, we gotta continue on. First things first, we gotta talk to this lady here.
Teaching here at the Officers Academy, correct? To start, please speak with the 3 house leaders. You should also take a look around the academy and acquaint yourself with your new home. That is your first task here at the monastery. Please let me know if you accept it. Once you have finished,
I can do that.
And speak with me. May I ask a favor of you?
View quest. Yeah. Oh, I get an iron sword from that. And money, and a vulnerary, whatever that does. I think that's potions? I want to say that's a potion. Speak to the 3 house leaders and gather information about the students in each house. Students can be found in the reception hall on the 1st floor and throughout the Officers Academy. Okay, I can do that. Quests are tasks given to you by people around the monastery. Those who those who can give or are involved in a quest have icons above them. Consult the quest menu to see which quest you have accepted. The icons beside each quest indicate their status. Icons are for essential quests are red. Okay. I can talk to...
I imagine you were a bit surprised that I recommended you as a professor here. Frankly, we
just a little bit, yeah.
For the role, but they ran off during our dust-up with the bandits.
Oh.
Can't entrust students to someone who's abandoned them once before, huh?
You saved the lives
of
the
you
students you came across. That, at least, was admirable. Now you should make the rounds. Go around the monastery and see that you greet everyone.
Got it. Alright. So, where am I going? There's a lot of people on this 1st floor. Or at the very least... How do I... Is there more people in here? There's this. Oh, I'm on the 2nd floor. That's where I am. Okay. Oh, I can't go up the stairs. I wanted to go up the stairs! Oh man, that's the one thing I want in my games. The ability to go upstairs. Come on, it's such a simple task and yet I still haven't gotten it yet. How do I... Oh, that's how. I'm just supposed to press A. Minimap. I already explained the minimap. The minimap's in the upper corner of the screen shows you current location, locations of important people, the directions of the direction, the quest givers, and more. So more change the map to view the ZR button. Okay. Oh. Well, there's gotta be people hanging around here that I can talk to. Oh. There are a lot of people hanging around here that I can talk to.
Yes.
Hello!
So,
It's
you've
Edelgard.
accepted a
Hi.
teaching position here. Pity. I was hoping
Yep.
you would lend your strength to the Empire. I never properly introduced myself,
Well-
did I? My name is Edelgard von Hresbalg. I am
Okay.
the princess and
Nice to
heir
meet you,
apparent
Edelgard.
of the Adrestian Empire. I wonder if you'll be tasked
Okay.
with leading the Black Eagles. I hope you've had a chance to meet everyone. Would you like to know more about any of the Black Eagles?
Yes, please. I'm kind of...
Me.
Edelgard, I need to...
Some think I'm a bit distant, arrogant even, but there's little to be done. One day I must rise to become Adrestia's next emperor. What else?
Alright. Well,
Well, it
Empress.
seems to me that we may have similar personalities.
Huh. Okay, so this is where we can... Okay, so I can view their... Oh, okay, so she's got an ability that amplifies her experience gain by... 20%? So that's useful. Hubert?
is the heir of Marquis Vestra. He has served me since I was a child.
So okay, so Gambits earn him more might, it seems. His
You may think his blood runs a bit cold, but actually that's rather accurate. Still, if you can get past that, you'll see he's quite astute and reasonable.
Alright, so So Gambits are this guy's best friend. I don't know how to do Gambits, but Gambits are that guy's best
For
friend.
some reason, he
Ferdinand!
thinks of me as a bitter rival and is always trying to challenge me. It's terribly irritating.
Huh. He has no weaknesses. So he gains... So I'm assuming he gets... What is that? Critical hit? Critical hit to avoiding ratio? And he has no weaknesses. But he's kind of... He's kind of quick, I guess. He's got 8 speed. I don't know what any of the stats actually mean, but...
His house is that of Duke Iron, which produces Adrestia's prime ministers. That family is, perhaps, too pleased with its own status.
Okay.
For some reason, his house... He's
Linhardt.
remarkably intelligent, but he only wishes to apply himself to tasks that particularly interest him, and nothing else. He's also fond of, well, napping.
Okay. Fitting his ability is if the unit takes no actions, he recovers HP. That could be useful. He has high magic attack. That's a lot of magic attack.
If he had any work ethic or sense of duty to speak of, I suppose he would be destined to become an official of the Empire.
Yeah, but as you said, he just laces about. He's got some decent stats though, specifically his magic attack, so that's useful. And if nobody does anything, he recovers HP, so that could be useful as a unit.
He's the second son of Count Hergles. He has no inheritance in his future, which is perhaps why he's always so eager to prove himself.
Aww. His ability is that foes are less likely to dodge when he's nearby. So keeping him in, I don't know, and he has pretty high defense and luck, but he has quite a few weaknesses.
He's overly
He could be
energetic
useful.
and rushes headfirst into any battle. If he ends up in your care, be sure to keep a close eye on him.
Yeah, fair enough.
She's Count Varley's only...
Bernadetta.
I suppose you could say she's a bit eccentric, but she seems like a gentle soul.
Her ability... So she has a lot of weaknesses and not that many strengths. She's able to use spears and long-range weapons, it seems. But it seems like... But she gains attack when damaged. That could be useful. And her strength is 8. So overall, she hits really hard.
She shut herself away in her quarters and doesn't care to leave. But don't worry, I'll make sure she finds her way to class.
Okay. Thank you. Alright.
Few commoners have joined the Black Eagle House, but Dorothea is an exception. She's a songstress from a famous opera company in the Empire. I'm not entirely sure what brought her to the Officers' Academy.
Huh. Okay, so adjacent allies recover up to 10% max HP at the start of each turn. So if I keep her in the center of the unit, if I try to keep her as close to as many units as possible, she'll heal them. Provided she's not taken out herself, so I need to keep her safe. That being said, she does have some pretty high magic attack. And her defense is lacking, but she's also pretty fast. So she could be useful. She could be helpful. She does have quite a few weaknesses, though. And last but not least, Petra.
An archipelago called Brigid. Petra is the granddaughter of their king.
Huh.
Brigid is a vassal state of the Empire, which is how she came to be enrolled here. She's incredibly smart and studious.
Well, she's got some pretty high speed and strength. And she gains a critical hit, and she gains a critical hit chance when a foe's HP is lower than 50%. So that could be useful. And she doesn't have that many weaknesses.
So, you've accepted a teaching I am the prince. I wonder if you'll... I hope you've had a chance to meet everyone. Would you like to know more about it?
Alright, so this is how...
Hey there.
Okay, so that's one of the house leaders. Now I need to find... I found Edelgard, but I need to find Claudius and whoever the next one is.
Pardon me.
I don't remember.
Greetings.
Hello there.
The new professor. What a pleasure. As for me, my job is
Thank
to
you.
stand here at this glorious entrance and leisurely watch over the comings and goings of everyone. Make folks smile, you know? And by that, I mean to vigilantly guard this entrance with my very life. No levity whatsoever. As of now, nothing to report.
Fair enough. Oh, I can't talk to this guy. Alright. Where? Oh, where? Oh, Claude's in here? Dimitri, that's the name of the other one I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
Right? I'm right? Oh, he's right here.
Well, scored a teaching gig here, did you? Talk about a great first impression. I guess that means I'd better introduce myself properly. I'm Claude von Regan. I'm from the ruling house of the Leicester Alliance,
nice to meet you.
but don't worry too much about all that madness. I'm guessing you don't know which class you'll be teaching yet, do you? I bet you'd like ours. We're not as difficult as the other two. Have you met the folks from the Golden Deer House yet? Care to know more about anyone?
Yes, please. Claude?
Piqued your interest, have I? As luck would have it, I'm pretty curious about you as well.
Okay, so he has the same ability. So he has a similar ability to Edelgard's. He has a 20% experience increase.
But what's life without a bit of mystery? Let's just spend the next year or so learning about each other little by little.
Okay. Well, he doesn't have that many weaknesses and quite a few strengths. His charisma's pretty high and his strength's pretty high as well. But then again, I did level him up once or twice, so that can't be really be blamed on him.
He's the heir of Gloucester territory. If you haven't already picked up on it, he's a bit arrogant and fancies himself a ladies' man. That said, deep down, he's really devoted and honest. Though I wouldn't mind never hearing him talk about his noble obligations ever again.
Okay. Alright, so what's he got? So he deals more damage while in a formation. So if I create a formation, he will deal more damage. And he doesn't have that many weaknesses and a couple of strengths. He does have some good defense and magic attack. He's actually pretty well rounded, actually. Everything except for charisma is pretty high. And pretty middle of the road. So, he's not that bad. He's not that bad overall. Alright.
He comes from a
Raphael?
merchant family, but his parents died in an accident. Seems like he's had a rough life.
Oh.
Despite all that, he's just about the most cheerful guy you'll ever meet. His passions are training, eating, and actually that's about it.
Okay. Well, Raphael has some mixed strengths and weaknesses, and he has a chance. And he has a chance to recover up to 10% of max HP, and it's dependent on his luck stat. And his luck stat is 6. So the higher his luck stat is, the more likely he is to recover his own health. So that would be, so if I were to use him as a unit, I need to focus on upgrading his luck, which will ultimately benefit him and make him a lot harder to take down. Alright, so as he is now, he has a 6% chance of recovering his health, which isn't high, but I'm pretty sure he can recover. But I'm pretty sure I can continue to upgrade that, because he does have 100. Because by level 100, I'm pretty sure eventually he'll be maxed out. So he will have some pretty good resilience after a while.
He's the second son of a merchant family. Since his brother will inherit the business, he's training to become a knight. If you ask me, it doesn't seem like he truly wants to be a knight. He's probably just doing it to please his parents.
Alright. Alright, well. His watchful eye ability grants him a lot more damage. So he hits harder. And that's to be expected of a knight. He doesn't have that high a defense, but he does have a lot of luck and strength. So it might be a good idea. To capitalize on that and try to make him hit harder and be bulkier, so that he can actually take a hit and deal it out. Though he only has one weakness though, so that could be helpful.
Lysithea is the daughter of Count Ordelia, and is probably the youngest student here.
Huh.
But watch out. She gets angry if you treat her like a child. As for me, I do it on purpose. You have to make your own fun in this place, you know?
Okay. So her skills gain double experience. I do like this group overall. From what I've seen, they're pretty solid overall. But they do have quite a few weaknesses, and they do seem to be a bit finicky in their abilities.
Marianne is Margaret Edmund's daughter, and that's pretty much all I know about her. She doesn't interact much with other students, so I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of folks here have never even heard her speak.
Huh. Well, She's got some pretty decent magic attack, some pretty decent luck, some pretty decent speed, and charisma, and resistance. She recovers 20% of max HP at the start of each turn when adjacent to a cavalry or flying ally. But she doesn't seem like she herself... I'm curious. If she is a cavalry ally herself, then does that mean she would regenerate? Or does she have to specifically be next to a cavalry unit? That's an interesting question. Her ability seems a little bit finicky, though. As I said. This whole group seems a little finicky.
Hilda is the only daughter of Duke Goneril. It seems her father and brother coddle her quite a bit. If you look up lazy in the dictionary, her picture won't be there because she never got around to submitting it. Not too unusual for a noble, I guess.
Huh. Well, she's got some pretty good strength and speed, so she would be really good at hitting things hard and fast. Her charisma's pretty high. And it seems like her ability is pretty good, but she has to be next to a male unit. So she may be finicky depending on how it works. And her ability isn't that great, actually. She only increases her damage by 3, which isn't going to be useful when the units are higher level. I mean, any attack counts, but it doesn't seem like that's going to be helpful too much.
She wants to be a mercenary. I think she said that her father is a hunter.
Huh.
She's pretty blunt and as stingy as they come. A habitual saver, too. I think she's hoping to repay her village for helping to send her here.
Huh. Okay, so with her, she has no weaknesses, and if she's next to a male ally, her defense and attack stat are increased. But she has to be, again, next to a male ally, which is pretty similar to the last one. She has some pretty high stats, that being said. They're not very high now, but they are pretty good for what they are. So she's definitely a good unit to have.
Yeah.
Alright.
What do you think?
Oh.
The Golden Deer House is for students of the Leicester Alliance. Our house leader is heir to the Alliance's leadership, House Regan. We have plenty of other prominent nobles as well.
Huh.
Ah, you must be the renowned mercenary who rescued Claude. Honestly, you should not have troubled yourself over the likes of him. My name is Lawrence Hellman Gloucester. You will want to remember it.
Okay, you were right. He is a bit full of himself.
So you're the skilled mercenary who saved Claude, are you?
Oh, you are?
Yep.
It's such an honor to meet you. Ignatz Victor. My parents are Alliance merchants.
And I am Lysithia von Ordelia. Please do not forget it.
It's like this.
I probably will.
Are you that mercenary? Everyone's been talking about you. I'm Hilda Valentine Goneril, and her name is...
Marianne von Edmund.
Are you joining the Knights of Saros or something? Well, I look forward to seeing more of you.
Okay.
Are you someone's guest? The dining hall's that way, if that's what you're looking for.
No, Raphael. That's Captain Gerald's kid. Hi, I'm Leonie Pinelli, Captain Gerald's first and greatest apprentice. I'm sure he's told you about me.
Nice to meet you. I'm Raphael Kirsten. Who are you again?
Oh, jeez. Raphael, I love you already. You want business here yet? Okay, I can't go past there. Well...
What do you think?
Well, I've already met with 2 of the 3.
This classroom belongs to the Blue Lion House. Our house leader is Prince Dimitri. All of us here hail from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus.
Okay. Is he in here?
Hey there. Are you the mercenary who saved His Highness? It's an honor to meet you. I'm Sylvain Jose Gautier. Feel free to say hi whenever you like.
Okay. We just said hi now, so that probably should help.
And who's this? You don't look familiar at all. Do you work here at the monastery?
Oh, Mercy! Do you
About
think
to.
it's that mercenary people have been talking about?
Now that I think about it, that does sound like something Dimitri may have said. I suppose you'll be enrolling at the Officers' Academy too, then? Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Mercedes, and this is my best friend.
I'm Annette. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Nice to meet both of you.
I have heard all about what you did from Prince Dimitri. As a citizen of Fargus, I thank you.
He also said you're quite skilled. And he doesn't just say things like that. I look forward to sparring with you and beating you.
Felix, must you always speak of fighting right away? Oh, and
Pretty much, apparently.
Call me Ingrid. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Alright. Who did I miss?
Hi there. You must be the one everyone's talking about. I'm Ash. Great to meet you.
Ash? Ash
This
Ketchum?
here is to do.
Okay,
He
that was
serves
my
Prince
one joke.
Dimitri.
I have heard that you rescued His Highness. Words cannot express my gratitude.
Okay.
Should you ever require my strength,
Well, we did it.
please know that I will hasten to repay this debt.
Alright, well, there's one more room.
This is the classroom of the Black Eagle House, which is for students from the Adrestian Empire. Our house leader is Princess Edelgard. There are many other nobles among the ranks as well.
Alright.
I am Hubert, a humble servant of Lady Edelgard. I heard you came to the aid of Her Highness. You have my most sincere thanks. This is Petra. She has come all the way from Brigid to study in the Empire. Back on her archipelago, she is actually a princess. In Fodlan terms, she would be called heir to the throne.
Hello, I am called Petra. I am pleased to be meeting with... I am pleased to have met you.
Okay, so she's not very good at speaking, it seems.
Oh.
What? I don't talk to strangers.
Bernadetta, this is no stranger.
Hi.
Our house leader owes this person a great debt. Is that not right? I am Ferdinand von Eyre.
It is right.
Legitimate son of the Eyre family, the Empire's foremost house. Are you going to join our class? I look forward to getting better acquainted with you.
Well, aren't you just lovely? Is this your first time in the monastery? Shall I show you around? Oh, my name is
I got it.
Before I joined the academy, I was a member of an opera company in the Empire. You should hear me sing sometime.
Alright.
Is it true that you saved Edelgard? That's incredible. The name's Caspar, by the way.
It kinda
Pleased to
is.
meet
Linhard, goodbye.
Alright.
you. Yeesh, Linhard. How'd you get into the academy with those manners? So, are you a
You
student here
didn't.
too?
Well,
Maybe
I
we'll
don't
be
know.
in the same class.
Well, I'm actually gonna be teaching one of you.
Oh.
Hey.
Now, where's Dimitri? Oh, he's...
Please accept
Oh,
my
he's hanging out
apologies
here.
for the other day. You came to our aid, yet I hadn't even the courtesy to properly introduce myself. I am Dmitri Alexander
Okay.
Blafid,
Crown Prince of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Of course, at the Academy, I am simply a student. And I've heard word that you are to become a professor here. Delightful news.
Alright.
I still have much to learn, but I'm confident I could benefit greatly from your guidance. In any case, welcome to the monastery. I hear you're
Alright, I need to find
houses here. Did any of the blue lions catch your attention?
Alright, let's see who does what.
Me?
Dimitri, we know.
Please forgive me. It's difficult to open up on the spot, don't you think?
Okay. Yeah, he's got some pretty decent stats. Then again, he did level up once.
Has not been a pleasant one. I do hope that doesn't color your view of me, but I understand if that can't be helped.
Okay. Alright, he's got some similar stats to the other. He's got the same ability that Claude and Edelgard have had. So, Dimitri doesn't really stand out on that front, but he does have some different abilities and strengths and weaknesses. So he's definitely worth keeping an eye on.
Dedu was born in Dusker, and has been loyally working in my service for the past 4 years. He's rather taciturn.
Okay.
But once you get to know him, you'll see he's a kind and good-natured young man.
Alright, he's got some pretty decent speed and strength, so he's a pretty good sweeper. His defense is pretty high, so he can take a hit. And if all units wait, he gains. If the unit takes no action except wait, he gains defense for 1 turn. So that could be helpful.
Felix is the heir to House Fraldarius. He has a bit of a sharp tongue, but don't let that fool you. Deep down, he's a good guy.
Huh. Okay, he's got some, again, really good speed and attack. But he doesn't really have much else that stands out in the way of the stats. But he does deal 5 extra damage when no battalion is assigned or when battalion endurance is 0. I would need to learn how battalions work, because there are a lot of units that benefit from being in or out of battalions.
He gravitates toward people who are skilled. Perhaps you would enjoy a friendly competition with him sometime. He's
Ash?
the adoptive son of Lord Lenato of Castle Gaspar, but I hear he was born a commoner.
Huh. Yeah. He's got some pretty decent stats on him. And he can open units and doors without open doors and other things without keys. I'm not entirely sure how useful that's going to be. I mean, it really depends on how battle layouts are placed, but that ability could be useful or useless depending on the battle layout.
He has an extremely earnest personality, so I'm certain he will approach your lectures with great enthusiasm.
Okay. Yeah, he's got some pretty decent... He's pretty good in terms of dexterity, speed, and strength. But everything else is kind of middle of the road. Sylvain
is the heir to House Gautier. He is a capable person who highly values his friends. That said, well, he's always been a bit of a skirt chaser, so to speak. Pardon my bluntness. I speak with him about it often, but it doesn't seem to help.
Okay, well that would explain his ability. Philanderer. If a female enemy's ally is adjacent, unit deals 2 extra damage and takes 2 less damage during combat. Okay. He's got some pretty good strengths and speed. And his charisma's pretty high. Other than that, though, he doesn't really have that much in the way of stats. His resistance is kind of low, so he doesn't really... So he's probably going to get hit... So if he gets hit by a bow, he's probably going to take a lot of damage. Mercedes.
She was born to imperial nobility, but a twist of fate brought her to the kingdom.
Huh. When healing an ally with white magic, unit recovers the same amount of HP. So she heals herself as well as her ally. So so she benefits from being a healer, just as much as she does as the other people do.
Free on the surface, but she's actually a kind soul who pays careful attention to everyone around her.
Alright. She could be useful, actually. Who else could be useful?
Annette is Baron
Annette?
Dominic's niece. She is a talented student who scored extremely high marks at the Royal School of Sorcery.
Huh. Use rally to grant strength 4 to an ally. Huh. So so that ability means that anybody she uses her skill on, rally it seems, would actually gain stats.
She's cheerful and hardworking. Brilliant, really. Though she can be a bit oblivious at times. I hear she caused an explosion in the kitchen last night.
Huh. That makes sense. That makes sense. She does have but she does have some pretty good magic attack and some above average dexterity and speed. But everything else is kind of middle of the road. That being said,
Ingrid is Count Galatia's daughter. She is also a childhood friend of Felix, Sylvain, and myself.
So her ability, she has no weaknesses, and she gains might and hit plus 3 and 5 respectively when in a gambit. I don't know how gambits work. I'm gonna have to look that up. And she does have some pretty good stats, so I do like her already as a unit.
Industrious and principled. In truth, she is more knightly than most knights you will ever meet.
Okay.
I appreciate your effort.
Alright, well that's everybody. Alright. You were responsible for choosing which house to lead. Oh, I completed the quest. Okay. I suppose I should return to Rhea. I guess I should return to the audience chamber. Yeah, I'll return to the audience chamber because that's what I need to. Because I need to go get another.
At the academy thus far. I hope you have found our halls brimming with the vitality of well-intentioned souls.
Yeah, kinda.
I suppose it is time for you to take charge of one of our 3 houses of students. I must note that I am personally against entrusting someone as lacking in trackable history as yourself with such a task. But it is as the Archbishop desires.
Alright, at least you're all honest.
The blue lions and the golden deer. All so different. I hope you've made it a point to get to know each of them.
Since you are new here, we have decided to allow you first pick. Manuela and I will take charge of the remaining 2 houses.
Okay, so I don't get it. So whichever one I choose, I'm stuck with that decision. Well. I liked Edelgard's house. I definitely liked Edelgard's house overall. Her abilities are pretty the abilities in her house are pretty finicky, but her units overall are solid. These guys have lower stats and again some finicky abilities, but they could be useful. And Golden Deer has some pretty useful abilities, albeit some circumstantial ones. Well, I definitely do like Edelgard's house a little bit more. I'm leaning toward Edelgard's house mainly because she has some pretty interesting personalities in her group. So I'm definitely leaning towards her. I will go. I guess Black Eagles would be my personal choice. You can choose whichever house you want. I'm going with Black Eagle because I feel like Black Eagle has some more interesting
units.
units.
So you have chosen the Black Eagles.
That and I do like Edelgard.
Correct?
She's an interesting leader for the group. Yes, I have chosen her.
Your heart has made its choice then. All I ask is that you guide these open minds with virtue, care, and sincerity.
They are all promising
Alright,
youths
I can do
who
that.
bear the weight of Fodlan's future upon their shoulders. I hope you appreciate what an honor it is to lead them.
Brother?
I do.
I am so sincerely sorry. I did not mean to interrupt.
I'm in the middle of something, Flame. Is it urgent?
No, it's nothing.
Apparently.
More importantly, who is this?
This is our newest professor at the Academy.
Oh my! A new addition to the Officers Academy! I am so very pleased to meet you, Professor. I am Sedith's little sister, Flame. I am so happy to make your acquaintance.
Let us
Nice to
focus
meet
on
you.
the topic at hand. There is something you should be aware of. In a few days' time, there will be a mock battle between the three houses, intended to gauge the current progress of the students. We will be using this battle as an opportunity to ascertain your own abilities as well. Please do not disappoint the Archbishop. That is all.
Okay. Bye.
Wait, so our new professor is you? I didn't see that one coming.
Easy,
Okay.
Caspar. Aren't you being a bit rude?
You know it's a waste of time to expect politeness from him. It will be a pleasure learning from you, Professor. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to
Thank
take
you.
a nap.
Alright.
Don't look at me like that! Oh, and please don't talk to me too much either.
Okay, now that you said that, I'm going to call on you every time I have a question.
I'm sorry for the chaos you've walked into.
I hear we are rather
It's
close
fine.
mates, Professor. I hope you do not mind if we treat you like one of us. In our class, we
That's
try
fine.
to treat each other as equals, despite any differences in age or status. Personally,
That's
I
fair
would
enough.
love to include you in that inner circle.
That's fair. Completely fair. I don't mind at all.
Professor. I will take great joy from your teachings.
Petra, I believe you mean to say that our professor has guts. That's a bit different from having a gut.
Yeah, Petra doesn't really seem like she is very good at speaking English
You
yet.
can't go around saying
I'll
someone
forgive it.
so slim and attractive has a gut.
Oh, please take my apologies. I have not yet mastered this language.
Okay. Yeah, you're still learning. Yeah, you're still learning how to
I
speak
want you to
English,
know
so
that
it
it's
doesn't surprise me.
perfectly acceptable for you to treat me as you do the others. I may be the Imperial
Okay.
Princess, but here at the Academy, I'm just another student. That
Okay.
said, know that I have high expectations of you, and high hopes. But I'm certain you can lead the Black Eagle House to greatness.
Sure. Now let's
Definitely.
break the ice with a training session. I want to see our new teacher in action.
Why will the ice be broken? Is this a custom I have missed in my studies?
Not real ice, just the ice of, well, it just means let's get to know each other.
I don't want to train. Let's stay in the classroom and learn from a book.
Let's all calm down and have a
Bernadetta,
nice cup of tea.
I need you to be honest
Doesn't
with me.
that sound lovely, Professor?
I know we all agree to treat each other as equals, but there is a
Okay.
limit to what I can tolerate. The esteemed Black Eagle House requires order.
They're all fighting with each other now.
Your first job will be to quiet down this racket. I don't envy you.
You're
Alright.
not normally this rowdy. I do hope
All
you
right.
can manage, Professor.
I can. Okay. Well, I think that might be a good place to leave it. That took a bit longer than I was hoping, but I did get to know everybody, so it's all good. I didn't get to fully explore the academy, though. There are some places I can't go yet, though, so I'm not surprised I couldn't fully explore it. The new places to explore in the monastery. Okay, so everything just opened up now. Receive 1,000 gold from the Church of Saros as funding for this month's activities. Huh.
Say, while you're here, I'd like to use this device I designed to determine whether the power of a crest resides within you. Won't hurt a bit. Promise.
Okay.
You don't know about crests? Well, allow me to tell you everything. Absolutely everything about them. Is your calendar clear? This will take a while. Crests are a fascinating topic, but before one can dive deeply into said topic, one must first understand what crests are. They are power incarnate. They are said to have been bestowed upon humans by the goddess countless ages ago. They exist within the flesh and are passed down through bloodlines. Those who carry crests
I need to create
excel at magic, display exceptional strength, or any number of boons.
Okay.
Each crest has its own power, the nature of which is beyond mortal understanding. For now.
And you believe I have a crest?
As much, yes. But we won't know for sure unless I look into the matter. As I said, crests are passed down through the blood. However, just because someone carries a crest does not necessarily mean their descendants will inherit it as well. Only a scarce few descendants of a crest's bloodline end up inheriting that crest's power. Perhaps one of your ancestors bore a crest, and you just happen to inherit it. That is how a crest usually presents itself, after all.
Alright.
Yes.
Do what you can to find out.
I'll get to the bottom of it straight away. Now then, please go ahead and hold out your arm over this device here. What is this? A pattern I've never seen before. Is it possible an as yet undiscovered crest has been detected? To think there are still crests out there that even I am unaware of. How thrilling!
That is an unusual pattern, though.
Pardon my unrestrained jubilation. I have much to consider. You may leave now. I have more research to do in regard to this crest. Yes, so very much more research. But for now, your work here is done. What could this line here be indicating? Perhaps it represents a lack of symmetry. Or perhaps... What in the world? Oh, I see. It may be connected to that, but to a greater degree than usual.
I'm still here. Unusual. Okay, so I have a crest. You can also select the protagonist's Officers Academy uniform in the journal.
Professors of the Officers Academy receive a schedule for the month ahead. It notes the days on which events and missions will take place that month. Pay careful attention to your schedule so that you may thoughtfully plan what you intend to do each month and when.
Okay. Monastery's schedule features different events on different days. Each week you'll have one day off, which you may choose an activity from the list. Your only option at first will be to explore. Select the calendar with the directional buttons to view the schedule. Alright. Oh, there's a birthday. Can I leave? Can I exit this? Alright, well, I think I'm gonna leave it here. I'm gonna leave it here, and then we're going to continue onward with this in the next episode. Because this went a lot longer than I thought it was going to. It's been almost an hour, and I only meant to play for a half an hour. And I didn't mean to do that, but it kind of just happened. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, be sure to follow me on Facebook and on Twitter in the description below. And also check out my Patreon description below as well. It's only a couple bucks a month, and it really helps me out, so I would definitely appreciate if you did that. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace!